Hey guys, NutsUKM here, bringing you another Destiny 2 video with a legendary weapon review. You may notice that I am still a bloke, last time I checked. My name is not Mrs. KJ Dizzle. However, on one of the previous videos I did on the origin story, I'd asked whoever's watching the video if there was any particular weapons that somebody would like reviewed. Leave a comment and I'll get round to it. So as promised, one of the lovely people who subscribed asked for us to do a review on the Disrespectful Stare, which is a legendary pulse rifle. So as you can see, KJ is clearly a Game of Thrones fan because she's got a White Walker hunter here, which is interesting because I don't actually have a hunter yet on the game, so I'm not entirely sure how this is going to go. But yeah, so we got the Disrespectful Stare. So this is the legendary pulse rifle. So it's pretty easy to obtain this. Anybody who's interested, you get it through legendary engrams, Vanguard Tactician engrams, Crucible, Vanguard Research, Gunsmith, EDZ engrams, Arcology, Nessus and IO, so pretty much all of the planets bar Titan. And yeah, you can get this through any of the engrams. So when it comes to the stats, you'll see there's a 27 mag, 320 rounds fired per minute, impact hits at 33 out of 100, range is at 63, stability is at 55, handling 30, reload speed 40, the zoom is only at 18, and the aim assistance is at 35. So I don't know yet until I do some more reviews on the pulse rifles how that aim assistance shapes up in comparison, but it'd be interesting to find out. So what we'll do is we'll quickly load us up into a Crucible game, and we will then take a little look at the perks. See what they're saying. So we have got the intrinsic perk, which is high impact frame, slow firing and high damage. This weapon's more accurate and stationary and aiming down sights. Obviously being stationary isn't necessarily the best thing for Crucible, but we'll give it a go. The two scopes, greatly increases range, slightly decreases handling speed, increases range, slightly decreases handling speed. We're probably going to go with this one, just on the basis that the range is pretty decent anyway. High caliber rounds. So as before in one of the previous videos, I'd always recommend this for PvE. Steady rounds, 100% is the Crucible option. Again, I mean, I could be completely wrong, but I don't think you can knock back fellow Guardians in PvP, so you're always better off doing anything that increases your stability. Pulse monitor auto reloads part of the magazine when wielder is critically wounded. Based on how Crucible sometimes goes for me, that's going to be a very interesting perk. So again, thanks to obviously my good friend KJ for letting me use her account. Luckily enough, it figures that the first comment we get on a weapon that somebody wants reviewed, I don't have. So that was didn't really think that one through, but luckily enough, KJ saved the day. We're going to be doing a couple reviews on KJ's account actually, just because she has some different weapons, and the comment that was left asked for a couple of different pulse rifles to be reviewed, and KJ has them all. Also running the risk of shooting myself in the foot, I hate pulse rifles, and I'm not very good with pulse rifles. So this in itself is going to be a very interesting video. This may fall into the comedy playlist as opposed to the skillful. I mean, the only thing that can make this even worse is if we get supremacy. Yeah, so yeah, obviously, you know, I hope you'll see, like I said, you know, anybody who wants to drop a comment with a weapon they'd like to be reviewed, if I can find a way to do it, I'll do it. And even if it means I'm going to use on my friends' accounts, then I'll jump on their accounts and we'll get it done. So we're going to go into control. What I'd be keen to know is, what's everybody think of the new way that they're doing control? So obviously you automatically start with A and C capture and you just all sort of rush madly for B. So I think, to be honest, oh my god, that was a great start. That was a terrific start. We got B and we can't even take credit for it. It feels really weird playing on KJ's account. She has Vibrate on, so a bit of pointless information for you. I've taken Vibrate. Why did we not get any credit for that kill? We got no credit at all for that first kill, yet I'm pretty sure we were doing most of the damage. Okay, so 26 is where we're at for the crit shot on this, and 16 for the body shot. So not terrible damage. I mean, we're up against auto rifles, so 26 for crit, 16 for body, so you'll be able to, those of you who are currently using a different pulse rifle, you'll be able to see, oh my, oh please don't, do you know what, I've never said I'm the best at Crucible, but I think if I died in that encounter, I probably never would have done another Crucible video again. My aim is just so bad. This is why. In one of the videos before, when I said like it has to be subjective, you know, it's about what's good for you, we just got sandwiched. This is why, because when I use an auto rifle, I feel so much more comfortable. But that's another reason I like doing these videos, because it lets me see other things as well. Like these reviews that I'm doing for this channel, they're just as much for me as they are for everybody else, because I find it quite interesting. A little tip I will say as well is usually on Crucible and Control, especially if you're as part of a team, like you'll sometimes come up against teams of 4 and they're really easy to beat, and the reason behind that is they just spend the whole game sort of running around, not really, like there's no strategy behind where they're positioned or where their teammates are positioned or anything like that, and because of that it's really easy to just pick them off and you know, cap the flags. I always think the best way to do Control is split up into teams of 2 if you're a team of 4, and literally just not camp but strategically sit around a flag and just really cement the area, I guess, is the best way to do it. Well, I say best way, it's all opinions, isn't it? But that's what I found helps. So if anybody's looking for some tips on how they can potentially improve their Control wins, you always find if you just sort of hover around one of the flags and lock it down, you're going to do well, because obviously if you have 2 flags and they have 1, then they've got to get 2 kills for every 1 you get. So sometimes you'll get the other way and you'll just get a team of people who will just sit on B and they'll just wait and camp it out. So what we're finding at the minute is this, like, so we've got these 2 guys here, so ideally they're going to hover around C but they're actually going to run off, which is fine. I think this guy's sort of coming back, and it's a patience. I mean, this is a very tactical gameplay, you know, this isn't like Clash is one of those ones where you can sort of run around like a headless chicken, get the kills, and you know. Control, a bit more objective. Oh, we're never going to kill this guy. Oh, hang on, we did get him team shotted. And the other thing as well is we also get to use this now. This, I've never used this before, but oh, this is fun. I don't know what. Is it going to run out? I don't know. No, it didn't run out. Well, that felt good. I mean, I've not had the chance to use the Hunters of yet. I built a Warlock and I built a Titan, and my Hunter is in the process of leveling up. Back on the grind, I built 2 Warlocks basically to try and level up quicker. So I think after that death, it's about time we took a quick look at where we're at stability wise. So hipfire is spot on. and we only got a couple of rounds, but you can see there the ADS accuracy is good as well. This is a very slow firing pulse rifle, so for the Destiny 1 players who would have been used to absolutely beasting in Crucible with the Hawksaw, you know, this isn't a Hawksaw. Just to basically cover that one off, this is very slow firing. Damage, well, I mean, it kind of feels powerful. I feel like when you're taking damage off it, it really does push your, I mean, I know I always say that I'm not great at aiming anyway, but if you are aiming at them and you're taking damage, it really pushes you off. Like, stupid amounts pushes you off. We didn't really handle that encounter best. However, as a disclaimer, I did say before this happened that I'm no good with pulse rifles. But, you know, true to my word, so as soon as we got there, I'll pop you a super. Oh, there's always a super. There we go. We're just going to olive. Huh. They've changed the hunter melee, or melee, Melulu. So, yeah, I mean, see then what happened when I was getting shot. It really pushes your aim off. So sometimes you'll get weapons where you can sort of take a bit of damage. Your aim's still relatively true. You don't have to readjust the grip or the target reticule too much. Whereas with this weapon, I feel like when I'm taking damage, it really pushes me off. By all means, again, these videos are all based on my opinion. I would not recommend this weapon for Crucible. I don't think it's very good. I don't think it's set up for Crucible. I think it's more of a PvE weapon. You know, PvE, maybe this weapon is pretty good, but I'm not feeling it for Crucible myself. That being said, also I guess I've got to remember the way I play the game, which is very much moving, quick, forceful. Pulse rifles, you're always going to be better off playing a bit more slow and strategic. But so we got bang on a 1 efficiency, so it wasn't a horrific game, and we won the game, which is obviously the most important thing too. But overall, yeah, I mean, my verdict would be I wouldn't use it for Crucible. I wouldn't recommend it for Crucible. It's very slow firing, and to be honest, that's kind of the big linchpin for me that puts me off. I always prefer the fast firing weapons. I think with the perks that it has, it would be pretty good for the PvE side of things, especially knocking back. High caliber rounds I always find quite useful. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said, I'll probably be doing a couple of reviews on KJ's account, just on the basis that she's got a couple of different weapons, and it'd be quite good just to sort of see what else we've got out there and what we can do. So as before, you've seen proof in the punch now. If you put a comment asking for a weapon to be reviewed, I'll find a way. So if you found this video interesting, or you just want to pity me for my horrific game of Crucible, then please drop a like, drop a comment, share the channel, share the video, and I'll have another one out for you soon. Cheers guys.